Hello, lovelies, and welcome to the fourth edition of #WIPChat Creative Support for Hold My Coffee 2021. So we have talked, in the first one, we talked about creating an environment. In the first two, actually, we talked about creating an environment using sound, using where you sit, where you write at. Do you have a preferred location? Do you have a playlist? Do certain smells help? Just tips and tricks for non-writing ways to support your creativity. In the third episode, we talked about finding your creative posse and your support system with the people around you, either friends, family, writing groups, reading groups, or even virtually through virtual writing groups, write-ins, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, Inkit, YouTube, Discord, so many opportunities for platforms on which you can connect to other writers to kind of create a virtual writing group to help support your creativity. And it was all about finding your creative posse or your tribe. So today we are going to talk about self-care. And self-care is another form of creative support, and you deserve it. Life is hard, so getting that dopamine reward when you can, when you accomplish a little bit of something, that is so important. So we're going to hop right in with creative support. Question number 12. What non-writing related forms of self-care do you enjoy? Do you go for a walk and have lunch at a favorite cafe? Do you enjoy a bubble bath and a glass of wine? Do you splurge on a new notebook or a new novel to read? A cake and a cuppa or something else? Being able to give yourself these self-care moments, especially in with how loud and how busy and how insane the world is right now, is very, very important, especially with NaNo only one day away. We are all stressing out about, did I finish getting my role built? Did I finish getting my plot done? Did this, did that? Well, take a moment. Breathe in, breathe out. Now, the question is, what have you done today that is not writing related to help fill your soul? Did you just take a few minutes to stare out at the changing color of leaves? Did you see some flowers that were lovely? Did you hop onto our favorite Netflix and catch up on your show? All of these things are very important, and keeping that non-writing related self-care active will help keep your creative well active. Creative support, question number 13. Do you give yourself rewards when you're writing? Do you rank your rewards by goal values? By goal values, I mean, do you purposely set some goals as having a greater reward and conversely stress value than others? You know, the whole big goal, little goal thing. Do you purposely set goals that are so big that you're kind of self-sabotaging? You know, if you want the full hour massage, do you have to finish your 50,000 words? Are you going to give yourself a little goal, maybe some chocolate or a special dinner if you finish the 1 week worth of goals? When you hit your 10,000, are you going to reward yourself? When you hit your 20,000, are you going to reward yourself? How do you figure out where you're going to go with these goals? And that leads us to question number 14. Question 14, creative support. How do you reward yourself for reaching writing, editing, or even other non-writerly goals, such as book cover acquirement or creating, or social media blurbs? Oh, I hate doing media so much. But it's part of writerly life, is doing the media. Do you plan out your goals to reward yourself, or is it more of a spontaneous reward? Oh, I've made it to this point. Here is my reward. And for some of you, you know who I'm talking to, sweetheart. I love you too. I do the same thing. Be honest. Do you forget to reward yourself? Yes, there are some of us who do that, who we reach a goal and we're so busy heading for the next level of the goal that we forget to reward ourselves for even the littlest things. The big things. We don't reward ourselves for the big things. Forget the little things. So that's another thing to remember is when you reach what you consider a milestone, if it's just, I got to write today, and that's your goal, reward yourself. You deserve it. You have accomplished this. Question 15. I'm going to mention the P word. Do you procrastinate? Oh, good. I'm not alone. Procrastination actually can be a form of sanity-care and self-care. When goals and life and everything is just overwhelming, when you're trying to get it in, when you're just, if you find that you are doing other things, you are finding other things to do rather than write, then maybe it isn't you. Maybe it's your project. Maybe it's your stress level. Maybe it's our very loud world intruding on your creative energy. Don't beat yourself up if you just don't feel like writing. Support your creative process by not forcing it. As we talked about in the first and second video, sometimes you need to change your playlist, change your music, change your location, change your food, change your drink. I didn't mean it, coffee, I love you. There are many ways to work around being stuck in a place where you are just struggling. And it's hard sometimes to admit that, I set this goal or I wanted to write this project so much. This was my goal. And then something happens. Confession. I have almost failed NaNo several times. And this is why. A few years ago, the project I wanted to write, I literally started writing it, and by the 7th day, day 7, I was stuck. My plotting, my planning, all of my massive world building, everything I did, I couldn't write it. I could not write Scarlet Charlotte and the Alphas, Lunas, Omegas rejected rogue peasant. A Monty Python meets the Princess Bride version of a werewolf mockumentary. I wanted to write it so bad. I wanted to write it so bad, and I have struggled for 4 years now trying to write Scarlet Charlotte and the Alphas, Lunas, Omegas rejected rogue cousin. I'm just not. It's not happening. And sometimes, no matter how much you want to write a project, it just doesn't happen. Your muse says nope, and it just takes off across the idea meadow, and you're standing there going, really? I put so much work into being able to write this project. And another example is last year on day 11, I got COVID. Yes, the disease which should not be named. I hope this video doesn't get stuck for it. Yeah, I came down with the virus, and I couldn't think creatively. I couldn't think creatively for the next 6 weeks. I was that sick. And it was nothing, no fault. My husband caught it from someone at work who was asymptomatic, even though everyone was wearing masks. So sometimes it's just not meant to be. And you have to accept that halfway into NaNo that this project is not meant. And it's okay to stop a project and start a new project. Don't just throw those words away. Those words count. If you wrote those words, if you worked on those words, even if they're bad words, your words count. Hashtag no words left behind. Change your project. Sometimes procrastination is the clue that you're not writing what you should be writing, that you're not writing your passion. And sometimes it's a clue that the passion you're trying to write is not the passion for you. I would love to write satire. I would love to finish Scarlet Charlotte and the Alphas, Lunas, Omegas, Rejected Rogue Cousin. But I won't be writing that this NaNo because I still don't have it. What I have is book 1, book 2. I don't have book 3. I have to finish book 3. Revelation Night series. I have to finish book 3, and I will finish my 2020 New Year's resolution to finish out all my open series. So that's where I'm at right now. Procrastinating for NaNo. I'm on the 5th rewrite of my plot. 1 day left. No, I'm not going to have a drama moment. I'm just going to go get some more coffee, upload this video, and tell everyone, support your creativity in non-writerly ways. It will help you in ways you don't even realize it till afterwards. Support each other. Remember, if you can't make the 1.67K words per day, don't worry about it. You're still writing. You're still getting words. Be blessed and have a lovely day.